And we're back. It's going to be map number 3 coming up here. LDLC versus SuperJymy. Obviously, we're tied. First map going the way of SuperJymy was Cash. Second one very decisively in the way of LDLC. Now we move on to Mirage. Interesting one for sure to see how this one bodes. Apparently, Tompa from Havo said whoever wins the first pistol round is going to win the game.
Well, that's why he usually is an analyst at so many events, because he's got the great insight.
100%.
He also once was given the title by the great Goffrak forums of being the anti-clutch of a CPL winner event.
I think that's a great achievement to have. Why not? Remember the specifics? Why?
I think he used to be alive in clutches, and he lost quite a few of them.
I was thinking, like, how many are we talking here throughout the event?
Enough. I don't remember the specifics anymore. All I remember is that Goffrak thread. That was the important part.
Yeah.
For context, that used to be a major, one of the couple every year in CS.
Yeah.
So, LDLC, couple players still missing from the server. It looks like Existence, their leader, is the final player that we're waiting for. And after that, we're going to be able to go live.
Hoping that's going to be relatively soon. Now, do they have a knife round to decide who starts on which side, or?
I think so, but
yeah, that would make sense, right?
I assume that's the case, but we're not 100% sure, or whether it might have already been played. Mirage, usually not a great map for LDLC. It's usually the case with French teams. Really, they really don't like playing Mirage. Not sure why. It's actually, if you look at this this LDLC team stats, it's their worst map in terms of win rate. They've played it a whopping 19 times and only won 5 of those games.
Sounds like a opportune time for SuperJymy to beat LDLC.
And just to put those wins into context, one of their wins, their biggest win, is against a team called Royal Bandits.
Where are they from?
I'm not even sure if it's a real team. This could just be hacked.
It's all in the realm of possibilities.
They're Turkish.
As we are about to go live, the Maniac is even asking if it's going to be a knife. I think that's happening. Yeah, it's going to be a knife round here to decide who starts on which side.
For Yumu, it doesn't appear this is going to be a great map for either team.
Yeah. Very true. Now, the usual standoff.
It's a massacre.
Oh!
Oh, that was so close.
That would have been too much, I would say. Still becomes a one-on-one.
So surely that's change of sides now for Yumu.
Is it though? Well, we're about to find out. What do they want to do here? They do switch, yeah. You never know nowadays, do you? Sometimes you want to start on the T side just to set a pace, or some teams feel more comfortable. But obviously, it is a CT-sided map. You should prefer it, but not everything always makes sense. Now, something you just want to be curious about is how we've not seen, we haven't seen much of great aggression from the Finns. Now, obviously, mid being a very pivotal part of this map, where you need to have some ways to try and be aggressive against a T side trying to take mid control. How does SuperJymy manage to do that?
They had a reasonably good terror side against Conquer, which, you know, not saying much. They won 8 rounds against them in the lower bracket game in this group, and then closed it out 16-11. But let's see, the game is live. LDLC, they've got Devil holding fort in A Palace. They got 2 players outside the middle and 2 players in A B holes,
and a smoke on Existence and 2 flashes. So something rather simplistic to be expected here from the T side. There's 2 guys in middle, so they're waiting for that aggression. 1 in Palace, so they haven't really decided where they want to go. Instead, just waiting for SuperJymy to make a move. So they're playing very passively. Just 2 on A bomb side, 1 window, 1 CT, and 1 in a B. So basically, right now, actually, B would be the point of the map that is weaker. But it's going to be mid control coming here from LDLC. I know, already towards that connector, and they seem to be just going with it. They get that map control. They've gone through the jungle and all over the A bomb side.
Arvid, so that's trouble. 2 kills going in the favor of LDLC. to one of Yume. Bomb's going to be planted aerial, not going to be able to stop the bomb plant. He's just late. Had he gotten that kill 1 second earlier, it would have been a totally different ball game. Maniac's kind of caught off guard there.
Yeah, rotation coming through from Devil though. He's not in apps anymore. He's gone to that A ramp. That's a good choice. But Defuse is already coming in.
He is going to come in through the smoke. That's a nice play by Yume. Just dropping that smoke in there, going for the defuse. Otherwise, might have been around for LDLC, but LS
now
1-0.
You could see that AK being dropped. That's a possibility, but instead, it's actually going to be UMP in play from Alex. Instead, a CZ and a P250 otherwise, and plenty of utility. So, no AK. Slightly disappointed. We've seen it being utilized well, obviously in the major final, but then again, as well on Cash in this matchup too. Or was it Inferno? I can't remember which one it was. Yeah, Inferno. Alex getting 2 picks towards the B-bomb side. Now with CLDLC gathered around towards the B-bomb side. So, you know, ready with a flash. And they just seem like they want to just explode this bomb side. Bana getting totally flashed out with that flash. And he's on no man's land now. Actually gets behind the bench, but he's going to get aggressed by
dangerous.
Yeah, a lot of angles. So he might be in a world of hurt here.
Oh, this looks dangerous. Bana's not hitting anything at all. He's just whiffing all those shots. And it's going to be a 3v3 retake. Zore gets 1 kill. And not getting the bomb planted fast is going to be very... Them to reset and be ready for it. Zore already got 1 of the kills. Maniac or Existence, one of them needs to make a play here because they're not going to win this run otherwise.
Yeah, it's a stalemate right now. CTs are not doing anything. They don't really need to since the bomb is not down. But neither is LDLC. They're just waiting for any aggression. And now actually Maniac is going to find some action. And that means his teammate Existence is going to try to go for it too. But eventually it's just going to be Yumu wiping out remaining 2 LDLC players. And that's going to be an okay round there for Yumu. Having 3 alive to go through it. 2-0 lead and now a full save coming out from LDLC.
That could have been a little bit dangerous had they gotten the bomb planted in that 3v3. But as soon as the bomb got stuck by bench, there was just nothing they could do because Yumu obviously had the crossover to the side locked down. Devil with an AK now. That's a odd decision to buy. Everybody else is on almost a full save round. I mean, they clearly just wanted to catch Yumu off guard with the quick middle peek. But given that didn't work out, they only dealt about 30 points of damage. That's going to leave them in an awkward spot now for the rest of the round.
Yeah, very true. It needs to be all Devil, that AK to make plays. And they've gathered around in B apps so far. But actually they decided to fall back. So not sure what exactly they're looking for. I think Devil's just going to go for a mid-peak again. See if anyone's actually being aggressive. But as we can see, SuperJymy is actually willing to give that space to LDLC, knowing they were playing against a team that's low on economy. So they just don't want to get into close quarters action. Again, nothing really going on. Again, LDLC still just gathering around the middle. They're just waiting. It's a massive waiting game, at least now. Arvid takes a peek. He's going to spot some players. Actually, Alex somehow just managed to get a pick. And Zora in connector gets 2 big ones. And so RV chimes in as well. So that's going to be pretty much LDLC's hope. Just going down the window, out the window.
It was a nice retake by Yumu to take over control of middle, knowing LDLC couldn't have a lot of utility or a lot of weaponry. Just retake that with 2 of their players. Job well done. All down to Devil and Existence, who are both walking towards B. And the only way they have a chance here is if Devil gets a kill now. Gets 1 kill, but he's down to such low health that he should be around anyway. Could actually still get the bomb planted though, which...
Yeah. But as he is down to 5 HP, it's going to be a very hard one. He would literally just need to be able to obviously get into these 2 individual one-on-ones, but straight up headshot this first guy coming through Kitchen, and then have that 6th sense to know that there's a guy actually coming through B-Apps. Just taking the right maneuver, but he is not facing the guy coming through Kitchen, and Ariel is going to get that kill. And he is going to get the defuse. 3-0 SuperJymy, and that's the kind of start they really needed for this map as well.
3-0. Now, the only bad thing is Bana really should have been able to kill Devil, who had single-digit health, and that would have prevented the bomb plant that gave LDLC quite a bit of extra money for this half. If you see, they actually, or this round rather, if you take a look at their buy, that was basically the difference between having all the utility and having 1 flash each. So that bomb plant that Bana was not able to prevent could actually have huge consequences later on.
Indeed. Seems as though we have LDLC sending players to underpass, underground, slowly taking over middle perhaps. Maniac and Devil just playing towards the bomb side. One towards the pit, one ASUS respectively. So they're really just waiting for potential. Didn't want to contest middle straight away. Instead, they actually have two players right now already in connector. Zora is going to face him and he's going to go down. Existence with a big first kill.
Alex gets boosted into the window. So he's going to be waiting for this smoke to clear out, and he's going to have a chance to then do something. Maniac peeking Palace, but he misses a kill on Ariel, who then gets the second kill. Luckily for his teammates, Toinu and Alex then clean up. Alex boosted in the window, was in a great position to cut off the rotations coming from the Beast. Maniac's whiff on Ariel there at least open up the window of opportunity for Yumi to claw their way back into that round, and we just see if Bana prevents that bomb plant, LDLC doesn't have utility to take over middle like that. That's a completely different round, and instead now, as a result of that, Yumi are broke, and it's going to be a same round for them. It's going to give LDLC a chance to get back into it.
Yep, economy game massively important as the first two kills go to way of LDLC straight from the first 25 seconds, and again, just hold off right now. Just wait for further aggression from SuperJymy. We'll see some for Ana, who's playing with death from B short right now. But he kind of has to. They have to make some moves here if they wish to get into this round. Little to hope for as Existence is going to get that kill again, making that situation even worse for SuperJymy. And here we go. That's the end of that round. Clean and easy.
Fairly clean round. Yeah. Just one weapon lost. And Yumi are going for the buy, but they don't have the best of buys. If you look at their utility, and Existence it's not great. And Ana is actually just stuck on a pistol.
And Existence just keep on going to that AWP.
Yeah, I mean, maybe old dogs don't learn new tricks.
Could be. We'll see. We're about to see if it works out or not. No early aggression from the CTs once again.
Very late spawn pick. Almost caught off guard. But Toinu decides not to push through the smoke. I think he would have been able to get that kill on Zora. Obviously, no way for him to know that.
Yeah. But a lot of space once again. Give it to LDLC.
Alex is already up in ladder room. Yeah, it's just super fast. It's 1:25 on the clock, and Alex already has control of ladder room.
Yep.
This doesn't bode well. And LDLC is setting up to attack the B bomb site. And Alex is once again the player just completely cutting off rotations, and Maniac gets the kill.
The Deagle alone in his B bomb side. He's going to get swarmed from all sides possible. Gets taken down. Arvid, though, through connector, is going to get a kill on Alex, who was in that ladder room. But 3-on-4 situation. Bomb is down. It's going to be a rough retake here for the CTs for sure.
I'd be very surprised if they even go for it. They should just fall back and try to save those weapons for the next round.
Apparently not. Well, that was the cue.
And that's once we already saw. Ane was the one who couldn't afford a full weapon for that round. He was playing with a Deagle. They attacked his position. They just had nothing to get kills with. And I think some of the time it would be a lot better just by a UMP, something you can spray with that at least gives you a realistic chance to get more than one kill.
Like an MP9, for example.
At least lets you get the free kill when someone jumps into your crosshair. Instead, Ane just had the Deagle, didn't have the aim to connect. Frankly, been a lot of sloppy aiming throughout the series. Haven't really seen, I don't think, any highlight type players on the server so far.
Yeah, that's very true.
3-3 now, and it's going to be another same for Yumu here. Let's see. Alex looks to be going for an early peek towards A. He hears a bunch of people running into the site, but doesn't see any of them.
This is the kind of round where you're Yumu, you want them to do something, be the one to be proactive, and they actually are. Ane has pushed in T-slope. He's going to see no one actually is there. Instead, it's going to be a B-split coming through. The bad part for SuperJymy is the fact that Bona is the only one in that bomb site. Even though you have the rotation come in, but he would need to get some kills. He doesn't get any. Rotation does come in. Arvid with one spray with a CZ. But I think that's all she wrote for him as he gets just swarmed again. from all sides. And yeah, Auna being the last one alive now. I mean, I like the fact that they actually did try something, the flash over, go to that T-slope and try to get some information, but unfortunately for them, LDLC nowhere to be found. They were already committed to that B split.
Not a great start for Yumi after all. Even the 3-0 just wasn't a lot of help. LDLC now firmly back in control. It's going to be 4-3 after this round, and they've got all the money to work with in the world. They're going to have Devil has 11,500. The poorest person on their team currently has 6,000. Granted, they've still got to buy weapons for this round, but SuperJymy on the other hand, they just got no cash, and they're going to be cash strapped for basically the rest of the half unless they just dominantly racking together rounds. Just doesn't bode well for a CT side Mirage, which is traditionally the easier side.
Indeed. Double ops, the AWP. Zora is in connector. He's trying to get a peek in mid, but as we can see from the minimap, there is absolutely nothing there from LDLC. Instead, they have sent 3 in B apps. Cheeky peek from Tono here. He's trying to make a play here towards the B bomb side, but as we saw before, Maniac got that kill on a guy who was jumping in B, so no one from SuperJymy dares to even, you know, try to play with death, you could say. Very heavy towards the B bomb side is right now. Actually, the push in underpass is a play that causes a kill. LDLC down numbered now, but mid control coming out super late here, and these two TTs actually coming through underpass to mid, and the kills go their way. Aerial with another 2. Good stuff. We actually do see the CT side of SuperJymy making some plays here.
And that's poor communication by Aerial and Bana. Bana had the op in window, so he should have been the one looking up towards middle, whereas Aerial could have just held underground if he didn't want to fall back out towards A from connector. So that's poor communication and planning for them mid-round.
Well, Devil just still has the bomb, but as I say that, Zora is going to get the kill. It's all the Devil now. Little jiggle peek there, might be able to get him. He does, and that's going to be B bomb side open, but the rotation very near to him already. You see the last 2 seats are actually being passive, not committing to things after the bomb is started to get planted. Devil in a position where try to get one. He gets one, almost mid-air. That's a headshot with AWP, but has no idea on the second one. It's going to be Arvid. He comes in, saves the day for SuperJymy, and we're looking at a 4-4 scoreline.
Expensive round for the Finns, though, losing all those players after the early advantage in middle that they gained and just couldn't hold on to close out the round. They're going to tie each, but again, if you look at the money for SuperJymy, they just got nothing. It's going to be such a poor buy for them. Basically, no Colton armors, no utility. LDLC are just flush with cash. They should still be in the driver's seat fairly firmly as well to continue racking together rounds. And this is the kind of round where just easily executing A would make sense for LD, and that's actually what they're doing. Would make perfect sense because there's just not a lot of money on.
And I feel like on the side, you can't just be holding your positions when you don't have the utility to play with. You kind of want to be aggressive.
Here comes the execute. Let's see.
There we go. In a bit of a cheeky position here, but he's going to be surrounded by the T's. Arvid, though, 2 big kills. That's going to help things a lot, but the smokes are going to isolate him out. The bump side is now taken over by LDLC, but their HP situation is not exactly great. Neither is right now LDLC actually getting those molly kills almost on Ana as well. He's down to 4 HP. Low enough. Gets one on the flank. A lot of damage inflicted on the Devil as well, but yeah, situation is not great. There's a kit on Ana though. It does help things a little bit.
No one by Tetris. They're aware, but Devil's unfortunately on the flank through middle. There's nothing Arvid can do here. Devil's going to be the first to check the bombs. See that no one's defusing. Easy kill for Devil.
Yeah, big kill from Existence there.
Yeah, no, that's the one that completely made it an easy round for Devil. That was not a clutch anymore. Anyway, the big mistake LDLC made in that execution is they didn't have a Molotov for bench, which allowed Arvid to lurk on the edge of that smoke. Or if they did, then the molly actually hit the edge of the smoke and it was quickly extinguished. Had they had that, Arvid wouldn't have been able to get those 2 kills, and it would have been an easy round. That allowed SuperJymy to make it close, but again, yeah, they're in a force buy because they're in serious trouble here on the CT side, but it's just such a poor buy, and things haven't been going their way to begin with. It's hard to see why this one would reverse course.
And now LDLC switching up the pace. They take over middle very fast, and that's going to be Existence getting the first kill as well along with it, and they are already again in connector with only 35 seconds into the round, so that's early map control once again taken by LDLC. Do we see something from SuperJymy? Are they gonna try to be
Bona's gonna see Maniac
there?
here in a battle of the UMPs.
Yeah, there's some aggression here from the Yumi side. Those B apps. It's gonna be a bit of a interesting fight. Maniac comes out on top of it. And that's gonna be the cue for them to be hitting that B bomb side, which is wide open. I'm the only one here by Kitchen with a deagle. As the numbers are going the way of LDLC, 1 by 1.
Problem is, it doesn't seem like Yumi has a comparable tactical approach to that of LDLC's, and they also seem to lack the skill. I mean, LDLC isn't playing out of this world. None of their players are having great games this far, but the problem is Yumi are not having either. None of their players are necessarily stepping up. They're all getting the kills that you're supposed to get, and that's about it. And that's just not good enough to win games.
That's very true. Trying to work his way, trying to save that weapon. Gets one.
LDLC, by the way, they're set to win this round as well because Yumi are completely broke with about 2 grand each. And at that point, they'd have won 7 out of the last 8 rounds. Remember, Yumi had the 3-0 start to this map, and ever since then, they've basically gotten nothing done. The only one was that 1v1, which actually might have favored Devil, I believe, by Car in B, had he just seen Arvid as he jumped over.
Yeah, the money situation is not great for Yumi, even for the falling round here. Oh, well, Devil is just going to have a field day, gets 4 kills. That's going to leave.
Rack him up. Final man standing on A. Just going to get killed by Toy News jumping Mac 10. 74. And Yumi have had no answers. Just a super, super lopsided game since the early start. And something's got to give pretty soon. Otherwise, this is all going to be done.
It's very true. You can see again, still it is, they have an off on Zora, but he has no armor. And also, just in general, there's not a lot of utility to play with here for Yumi. And Toino straight away is going to get that pick on the Auna. Things are not going well for the Finns right now. Short is being taken over here by LDLC very early on in the round. However, Bona does get a kill, and well, CT's here short. Feels that he wants to contest, but I think that was the right call to just fall back.
However, once again on the flank. That seems to be what he does.
Bit of a theme.
Only gets 1 kill though. Arvid gets his third of the round actually. The last man standing is Devil, who's walking towards the B side. Bomb still down in middle. Doesn't look like he's got a very good chance for this round, but there is a minute on the clock. Bona's had a tough game here. He's missed quite a few shots that he should have hit. Hasn't really been able to convert.
He has that weird spring style Caribou likes to do as well, shaking him out. I've never understood the logic behind that.
7-5. Double ops now for the Finns. Not a good look. Not a good look.
Not optimal, has to be said. Now, look at LDLC. 3 players grouped up towards the A-bomb side. 2 players making a distraction, middle and B apps, respectively. But it feels like that the play is going to be A-bomb side. Seems like an op here. In apps is going to try to make a play. It's Torino just waiting, holding on an angle, and now going for a peek to see if anyone can jumble, anyone on the stairs, but instead it's going to get mollied out a little bit. And that's going to negate he's trying to pick there towards the A-bomb side.
Look at Maniac. Maniac and Devil have just walked up into A through connector. They're just wreaking havoc in the site. There's just nothing going right for Yumi currently. Zore finally connects on a kill, but he's down to such low health. And the bomb looks to be still going B, where Alex is, as usual, leading the lurking way.
Yeah, and that Maniac's position right now could be key, but instead he goes down on his deagle. So that's a slight issue. Alex, though, like you said, he's already on the move. He gets a kill on Ana, who was on the rotate. Ona gets tagged on Alex, did he? So
that was a lucky break for Alex, because had Bana had anything but an up, he would have been able to get that kill, and that would have potentially already closed out the round. Exist is taking very long to bring the bomb. Alex should be able to get this kill, though. This here. Zore is so low on health. Surely there's no way he can connect such close distance shot with an up, and no, he gets taken down by Alex. He's done a really good job with his lurking throughout the series.
Yeah, now
throughout
nice
the
peek.
entire day, really.
Alex
nice, well-timed peek at the same time. There's nothing Bana could do with the op.
Yep.
As he was exposed to both of those players. 8-5, and what do you know? Yumi's completely broke, and it's seriously looking like a 10-5 terrorist half on Mirage.
It's a Counter-Strike nightmare here. Yumi is living. You win a round, you cannot string them together. It's horrible on the city side, obviously, for your economy. Just puts you in.
They had the dream start too. I mean, this realistically could well be an 11-2 half right now for LDLC.
Wow.
Look at that, bombs down too. So there's an op, an AK. Get a smoke to throw.
Indeed. Zora is going to pick up the kill as well on Devil and Alex alone. But, well, little do you know, Devil actually in prime position here still to make some plays in window.
It seems like Alex has been spotted. Finally gets killed through the smoke. Devil, the last man standing, 15 points of health. This doesn't look like a round he's going to be winning anymore.
Classic mid-rush, just working out for the CTs, why not?
Surprisingly, LDLC actually have almost no money left, so if I were Devil, I would actually save this gun, because he is not winning the round.
Does it? Oh, he still seems to fancy his chances. He does see the head of the CT behind the boxes. Tries to isolate him with the molly to short, but On actually decides to run through the molly and be ready for that fight. Zora gets the last kill. An unlikely round going the way of SuperJymy here with a straight up mid rush on CT side.
This does give them a pretty good chance to end the half with a 2-round run, 8-7. That's still a doable half. It's just it's still an uphill battle, but it's doable. And it's just going to put a lot of pressure on the second half pistol round. Because if you lose that and you go down 3-0, similar to what LDLC endured at the beginning of this half, then you're really in trouble. If you get the pistol, you get the lead, that's a whole different story. But LDLC are just swarming the A side.
Zora, you had that shot. It was on your crosshair, but he didn't manage to get it. That's going to be the ball plant now coming away. LDLC, who are in an advantage situation too, and they're just going to keep on pushing. Alex with another big kill on the Zore. And now, little do you know, it's actually LDLC that might be picking this one up with a very, very half-buy situation.
Not only might, they should. An Existence is going to get a kill here, maybe even both of them. Ariel's the last man standing. 4v1, no time on the clock. It's only a question of who gets the final kill. It's mainly for LDLC, despite starting down 0-3. And Yumi really have just looked outclassed since the end of Cash.
They definitely have, haven't they? They had opportunities here.
Of course, it doesn't help that Ane has 3 kills.
No, it's definitely not the kind of situation you want to be in.
And his bomb site is what got abused throughout this half, basically. He couldn't get any stops in B.
It's true. Now, you're live in the second pitch round. Let's see, what do we see from SuperJymy here? It needs to be a massive T half for them to be a part of this tournament. Remember, this is actually an elimination game.
Yeah, the loser is going to be sent packing.
2 smokes. We got 3 flashes on the side of SuperJymy. So, what does that show us? I don't know what it seems like they're going to be going for maybe like a connector split here. They're setting up for a couple smokes.
Yeah, it looks like
delayed
they
connector
are
split.
gonna show their presence in B and then split A through connector.
Or just waiting, or it could be just waiting for a push and then they're just holding on with the smokes, and they're going to throw them and then run through connector. But as we can see, there's a lot of sieges here in the middle, so they're going to get the fight way.
Ooh, Devil's actually pushing into underground.
Yeah, this could be interesting for sure. Now here comes the T's are going into underpass. It's going to be Aerial. You get that first one on the Devil, and the smokes are going to fly in. Perhaps maybe it's a fake. They could be just faking because they got that kill, or altogether just fall back and go straight up A play. They really are using their time, SuperJymy, right now. Look at this rotations coming in from LDLC. They actually have sent 2 more towards B. Only one Maniac is the only one on A bomb site. Existence is close to connector. He's actually going to underpass now to see what's going on in there.
Unfortunately for LDLC, Yumi are getting set up to hit B, and Existence is going to see that too late. Now his teammate already sees this Maniac seeing all the utility hitting A, and he's not going to be able to do much. He's behind a wall of smoke.
Yeah, even a flash comes in too. And now look at the aggressive position that by Jungle. So they are in prime position to just take this one right here. LDLC would need to do some magic here. At the same time, maybe a little bit of overextension from the SuperJymy. God's Existence though. He's in a great position to get a kill. He does one on Ana. So is that the one that's going to open things up a little bit here? All right.
Alex with a pair of nice headshots. And they do the same thing that Yumi did in the opening pistol. Just drop the smoke on the bomb and went for the defuse. (10-6). And it looks like Yumi are going for a save round.
Yeah, that's a devastating loss for SuperJymy, obviously. They had positioning, everything was going their way. Then Existence gets a kill on the Ana, who was going back into T pit. I think he was going up to
Hector. Yeah, three headshots in the end. He also killed the final player by Jungle once time had already expired, or rather the bomb had already been defused.
Devil might have a field day coming up here. He's got a good position here with this MP9.
6-11. I mean, this is a tall order. Assuming you will lose this round.
And a half, yeah.
You're gonna need to win 9 of the final 13 rounds just to force overtime. 10 out of 13 to win in regulation. And you're gonna have to do that playing back the whole time, knowing you're facing elimination, and with less money to start with.
It's not a great look, is it?
Yumi just taking their time, hoping to make something out of the save round.
Yeah, I mean, they're just hoping to get that bomb down. That's #1 goal here for the save round. Interestingly, we have 3 in underpass right now. Systems might be getting a bit of a part. I think he should have spotted one. Well, he's going to see people coming through mid. And I think connector might be swarmed here with only 25. Actually, they busted the window. Existence ready for that too. Here comes the remaining of SuperJymy through connector, and they were not getting anywhere near the bomb side. Aerial gets one for the go, but no bomb plant. No extra money. And like you said,
11-6. LDLC 5 rounds away from advancing to the playoffs.
This is going to have to be a great string of rounds here for SuperJymy to keep their hope alive here. We're going through into the playoffs. See what they plan on doing. Comes to smoke towards mid. Seems like they're going to have a much faster pace here on taking over middle. But look at Maniac. He's still embracing this. B9 just going up close and personal. Has Existence to help him out. And
Alex pushing through the smoke, gets caught off guard. Zora is already down there. Devil is going to see Zora here. Surely in window, though, he gets the kill. Bomb's already being planted in A, but LDLC does have Yumi sandwiched in with 2 players still left alive in Palace.
Indeed. This is going to be an interesting...
Must kill for Arvid here.
Yeah. This might get off. Taking here, Arvid needs to get this.
And he misses.
Unfortunately.
That wasn't a hard kill either. That's one you must hit that kill. Aerial last man left. Shouldn't be any way for him to win this round. Let's see. Gets 1 kill. Gets a 2nd kill. Gonna run after the diffuser, but just doesn't get it. That wasn't actually too far. He could have actually made that work, but It really was all on Arvid that round. He was the one who needed to get that kill on CT. He held the good angle with an AK against the UMP, and he just whiffed that shot. I mean, he gets that kill. That's a round for Yumu. That's effectively the round. I don't think LDLC could have realistically been able to retake once he would have been able to spot Palace from ticket booth. Now 12-6, Yumu doesn't have a lot of money. Not a good look.
Now, upgraded pistols. It's effectively a save round here for Yumu. They're just looking to maybe get a couple of kills, get that bomb down for a bit of extra cash. They need to maybe catch some people off guard, but as we can see, LDLC right now, they have one short, one window, one connector. Not giving any close quarter fights.
Pop flash into connector and hitting A towards there. Arvid gets the entry. Alex gets 2. Ariel evens it up, 3v3. Another pair of kills. Ariel's second of the round. It's a 2v2 right now. And Zore gets the Deagle kill on Maniac. And now Toinu all of a sudden left in a 1v2.
How's an interesting round for sure. Now, it is down to Toinu, like you said. SFK has plenty of utility to play with as well. He can isolate these members. He's going to use that molly very wisely to try and watch out a member. He does a nice headshot onto Ariel as well. Zora in a one-on-one, clean shot, but not connecting. 1 HP left. Toino. This is definitely going to be dicey here. He knows he's so low in HP. He cannot come into the bomb straight away. It's going to be Zora getting that kill. And they win an unlikely round.
That was careless play by Ariel there, going for that peek when they could have just played it safe together. He kept committing for the aim duel, which by the way is exactly what, was it Devil left that? No, Toinu. Yeah. Exactly what Toinu wanted in that 1v2, which just split it into 2 separate aim duels. Luckily for Ariel, he did enough damage to at least make it tough on. Actually, I think Toinu's Belgian too, isn't he?
Might be actually, yeah.
So in that case, 2 Belgians, 1 Swiss,
1 British.
1 quasi-British, 1 French. This is not even a French team. We need a new flag in here. Come on.
Put in a Belgian flag. Mostly Belgian. Anyway, this is going to put LDLC on a save. That's how tight the economy was for them. And gives that lifeline SuperJymy really, really needed. Yeah, it's going to be a slow start here. Mid control taken over by Yumu though. I have Ariel here on top of mid. Meanwhile, though, trade of kills coming in. Going forward, the weapon acquired by LDLC as well. So this situation can get kind of dicey here, though. Like, you need to be playing together. That's number 1 here. Now, it's the 4-4 situation. You have the weapons advantage. You have the utility. Just execute to a bomb site together. Maniac in a very aggressive position. He's going to get taken out, but through it is. But Alex with a nice hit on a P250. But he's the only player from the CT side in that A bomb side. It's totally vacant now.
Still a little dangerous with Devil having picked up an AK. Gets taken out by Ariel, though. Nice shots there. That's effectively going to close out the round with existence.
Dude, don't wanna be a part of those kind of highlights.
No, that's not what you want to be doing. There's an American streamer who knows something about
1 G's in the chat.
Burning in mollies.
1 G's in the chat.
12-8. And surely you are not going to be able to bring this back. That would be quite a meltdown by the Belgian, French, Swiss,
British side.
By the Europeans. Would be quite a meltdown from the Europeans, especially considering that was on a not even a full force buy. That was just pistols without armor on that split through connector that allowed them to win the first round and get back into it. Ariel leading the push. They're already going into the A side. Maniac just gets out of the way of the molly. Survives.
Yeah, that was the right round to go for an straight up A play because there's heavy defense in towards that mid area. Double ops for the LDLC side as well. So just the right round for this call as well.
Yep. Nice shot from Arvid. Takes off the head of Alex. And at this point, LDLC might just want to say they're not winning this retake with 2 ops. There goes Devil. And Existence already running away with the op. Maniac also low on health. 12-9. Yumu are slowly making a match out of this. On a still at 4 kills for this entire map. He's having a rough game for himself. Not what you want to see.
Oh, well, those double ops are being saved here, and they will manage to save them too. So next round, it's definitely going to be dangerous here for Yumu.
By the way, have the double ops worked out even once today for LDLC?
Probably not, no.
I seriously doubt they won a single round where they've had the double up set up. But yet they just keep going for it. It's like it's their comfort thing. They just like doing that, so they do it, even though it doesn't work.
LDLC finds that there are tactical timeouts that they can utilize to try to slow things down. I think it's the right time. Because Yumu is bringing on that last lifeline they had left.
Not a lot of money for LDLC, so could be still probably worth force buying, actually. They got about 2,500 each of them, but they've got 3 weapons, so this is probably where you just drop UMPs or CZ75s and go for the force buy, because you still get a pretty good buy out of it. But no, looks like they are pretty much saving. They're leaving about 2K minimum, each of them, for the next rounds, which means that they are going to be able to buy nicely, even if they lose this round. Plus, obviously, given the 2-op situation, it's unlikely that they're just going to be run over entirely. It's much more likely that they either get the early kills or they just retreat and save at least one of the weapons, couple of the weapons, and then have a much stronger buy next round. But Yumu's still down 9 and 12, still for the Finns. And again, I mean, LDLC is 4 rounds away from eliminating them. Toinu now going very aggressively towards T-ramp with an off, channeling his inner Fallen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not quite convinced that he has the skill set that this spot requires. Let's see. Well,
let's see for the minimap. Toinu is going to be in for some action momentarily.
So Yumi is going to be hitting A with smokes. Arvid's going to be flanking through underground. They had no one flanking the previous time, so LDLC might not expect that. We'll see. There go the smokes. Toinu misses the shot. But Yumi are not actually going for it.
What? There's a flank coming in. Look at this.
Look at this, Alex.
Alex, once again.
And Zora is actually holding the flank. So should he peek? His head's going to be taken right off. But is he gonna? Nope, because he knows that the players aren't yet in A, but Arvid's on the double flank coming back from B Palace. And now let's see what Yumi end up doing with this 5v4 advantage.
Yeah. Toinu still holding the angle. Make it a little wider, but now decides to actually fall back. Nope. Still committed. 25. This can get dangerous real quick. If Toinu gets a pick here, I think it's going to get super dicey for the T's. No. Mario has been spotted. He goes down. The commitment comes in. Toinu not able to get another one. Nibbly in the meanwhile is. And here we go. It's not looking great for you for sure. They're just getting nullified. But when I say that though, Bona with a nice flank through apps. Gonna get a kill. 1-on-2 with Zore. Now Assistant just going in, and he's gonna get the kill. 13 on the board as we hear LDLC screaming out their lungs.
Yeah, they're seemingly finally getting a little excited. That wasn't a great call by Yumu to go for that execute like that because they didn't have the flashes, they didn't have the utility. After Toinu got the first kill, if they had any utility left, he would have been toast. Instead, not only did he get a second kill, Maniac also managed to kill the third player coming out of T-ramp just by playing on the boxes going up Palace. 13-9 still playing for Yumu to work with, but they really got to break LDLC's economy to have a chance at getting back into this game. LDLC playing retake setup in A, and it looks like Yumu's going to be just smoke executing into A once again. So it should give the bomb plant. Now the good thing for the Finns is that there's double ops still on the LDLC side, which should make the retake fairly hard. So if they need to get kills before the bomb goes down, if the bomb goes down in a 5v5, that's catastrophic.
Bona though, he went toward the stairs. He was trying to be the aggressive guy. He pays the price for it. Existence gets the kill. Actually, Devil also is going to get almost a freebie there. Low on HP are some of the Yumi guys. And it's outnumbered as well. They're stuck in a horrible situation, but the saving grace might be Zora here, who's on a flying through connector, but needs to make a move as the retake is coming in. The kills are going away with Humid though. It's a 2-on-2, and effectively though, Zora eats the lone warrior here, and there we go. What money was it actually?
That's very unfortunate, because he was waiting for a second, and I think only then someone must have communicated that the defuse was coming in, started shooting through the smoke.
It confused me.
If he did that before, he would have definitely gotten that kill, and he'd been hugely favored in that 1v1. So, unfortunate end of the round, but Bana really had no reason to go for that aggression.
Yeah.
It's almost as if he didn't realize that they still had the double ups, and a 5v5 after plan would greatly favor them. Well, once again, Zora going for the quick push towards connector. Previously, he got a kill on Alex, doing just this. Now it's Existence, closest player. 49. Yumu now 2 rounds away from being eliminated as one of the 2 Finnish hopes, I would say, for their home tournament.
Yeah, sure. Now let's remind ourselves that Assembly hasn't really been, much of a party apart from Havu winning last time. In the
generally,
history.
Finnish people tend to lose here.
Yeah, it's true. Unfortunately.
Then again, Finnish people tend to lose everywhere, so there is that.
Yeah. All right. Swiftly moving along from that bombshell. Things have slowed down dramatically. Bomb is down all the way outside of the holes.
Devil's burning alive. He's down to 30 health, and Tainu gets taken down. This is actually the opening for Humid. I think ROG should just go for this and try to open up the site. Bana, I think, spotted Devil now and decided he's gonna get a chance to get the second kill and just almost end the round right here. What is Bana gonna be able to do in B? He's gonna get the kill easily on Devil. It's a 5v2 now.
Yeah.
Ariel, though, doesn't look behind him, and Maniac's able to get 2 kills where they just don't clear Palace.
Yeah, the bomb is only just now getting planted, so they're going to actually get into position to try this retake. 1 Molly on Maniac still, and a smoke on Existence. So if things went just the right way, there's a little bit of over-peaking from the Yumis side. There's a chance here. It's a 2-on-2 now. Arvid goes down to Maniac. Things are definitely getting dicey at this point in time, as Mona though is going to get that kill with the op from the B holes. It's a 1-on-2 for Maniac. Does the experienced player get it? He's not. It's going to be Auna to clean it up, and that's a 10th round going away of Yumu. And now the money.
And now finally LDLC is broke.
Exactly.
Finally. Yumu's been waiting for this for quite a while now to be able to break the economy of LDLC. Now it's completely broken to the point where they're just going for the force buy because they know once. I'm not sure that I agree with the call, but it is what it is. And this really gives Yumu a chance now to get 2 more rounds on the board and get back into the game. But Existence with a 5-7 pushing into underground. He's clearing that up, now rushing up with flashes, and there's no one there. And the problem for Yumu is they're not even remotely close to being ready to execute into the A site, with Ariel still holding the flank in B, and this is going to give so much power now all across the map to LDLC.
Indeed. See what SuperJymy has here for an answer.
Just seemed like a big mistake by Arvid to run down to underground by himself without anybody to help. No one to trade, no nades being utilized, could have flashed it, could have pre-naded down underground. I mean, it's a very common spot to take risks in.
Yep.
So right now, Yumu are walking up towards Catwalk. Let's see if any of the CTs peek in that general direction. Just barely doesn't, and they just get behind the corner. Now Existence is in the site, and Zora misses the shot, doesn't connect through bench. Existence gets his 2nd kill of the round. This could get dangerous. 3rd kill of the round, and that's a round for the Belgian game leader. 3 kills and an assist. And that's game point, tournament life point for Yumu. Just as we said, they finally gain money control. They finally get a chance to come within a couple of rounds. They commit a huge mistake, and that's exactly how it often comes. It's just one player overextending. Let the CTs get the gun, and then work off of that. And that was just careless play by Yumu when they know they can't afford it.
if you look at it from the positive point of view, Existence, instead of taking a wide angle, straight up aim duel, he was actually utilizing his positioning really well, managing to get those kills.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other side of the coin. When you said positive, I just thought, well, at least it'll be over soon.
No, not what I meant. Not what I meant. Ooh, that's a
spicy headshot by Arvid there, trying to make up for their last round, but it's a little too late, bud.
It might be. Might be the fact here.
Another
Look at this though. Yeah.
Coming in today.
A lot of damage inflicted by Arvid, but no kills.
Devil and Toinu are solo, both of them. The side is completely wide open. Yumi has almost, they still got 2 smokes. They just need to lay down the smokes towards CT and start getting the bomb planted. And there he goes. Bana is now smoking out Ticket Booth. Let's see, is Alex gonna push through the smoke? He is gonna kill the planner, and that's trouble, because there's not a lot of time left on those smokes. 3 players on LDLC, super low on health, but without cover, it's still incredibly hard to get the bomb planted. Right now, it looks like Yumi just need to go for the duels.
And there's a massive flank coming through from Steve's spawn as well. And the bomb is still not planted. The kills are going away with LDLC. I think this is the point of no return right now for SuperJymy, unless obviously low HP on multiple LDLC players. So just a little bit of damage need to be inflicted, but Devil on this monster flag is going to be able to get it, as is Alex. And that's going to be the end of it.
That was a disappointing finish for the Finns. It really, I mean, obviously they were getting outplayed all the time on Mirage. They got fully outplayed on Overpass. But towards the end there, it looked like they caught on to something. They really had a chance to come back. There was first the first round where Arvid pushed. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put this out there, but there was 2 rounds in a row, or not in a row, but in that T side where first Arvid pushed down the CT from Ticket Booth, missed that free kill on a round that they otherwise would have won. And then obviously that anti-eco where he just carelessly pushed into underground, got taken out, and then Existence got 3 kills and an assist in that round. And those are just unforgivable mistakes. You can't afford to do that. Because it's just going to cost you matches. And while it's not clear that Yumi would have won by any stretch of the imagination, even if they didn't lose those 2 rounds, that's the sort of thing that, you know, puts you over the top or under the bottom.
It's true. I mean, LDLC still obviously has a lot to work on, rather. You know, you think there's things that they'd be good at from a tactical perspective. They'd be good at decision making, but you know, sometimes they definitely faltered on those. From a SuperJymy point of view, I mean, a lot to work with, a lot to work on.
Yeah, that's very disappointing, especially because it is the Finnish tournament. And it's a Finnish organization also, which puts, I would imagine, a little more pressure to do well. But we have the interview coming up with the winners.
Jonan, Bomi, congratulations, Maniac and LDLC going through.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cash was a really exciting game. 16-13. Tell us a little bit about Cash.
I think it's hard to say. I think we lost both pistols. And then we lost some clutches that were really, like, it can't happen at our level. We lost this 3v1. So I guess they won the important rounds. They won the pistols, they won the clutches, and even though in the game we had what it takes to beat them, but it's, you know, one map, it's a few rounds that are very important, and they won them, so they got the map.
And then we headed into Overpass. That was LDLC's show. Tell us a little bit about Overpass.
Whoa. I think
they're really loud.
That's very nice. No, I think we were very, very upset about Cash, about the way we lost, and it was a little bit like our rage went onto the map. Like we went into the server very angry from what we did on Cash. So, but we turned it into a good energy. So I guess that's nice.
And then you won on Mirage. What was going on in Mirage?
I think our T side went pretty good. I can't remember. I think we lost pistol. I'm not sure. But in the weapon rounds, we did actually good. Even though we lost pistols, I think we ended 8-7. So we knew it was a good T side. And we knew that if we were going to win the city pistol, then we were in a good position. That's what happened, I think. So after that, it was pretty much a few very, very competitive rounds. But once you win them, then it was okay.
How are you going to spend the rest of the day today?
We're gonna spend it playing CS:GO because we have actually a qualifier to play. So we have boot camp here in Helsinki, just one night. So we're gonna eat and we're gonna go straight there to play the qualifier. So only CS.
Anything you want to tell your French fans watching the stream?
Yeah, sure. Can I say it in French? You think so? Yeah. Oh, okay, sure. Merci à toutes les personnes qui nous soutiennent sur les réseaux sociaux, qui nous envoient des messages, ça nous fait du bien. Et on va tout donner pour vous représenter dans les playoffs.
All right. Thank you, Maniac. Congratulations once again. And on that note, it's time to head for a small break. Yle porukka, mennään katsomaan mitä Tanssi ja Nyman on keksinyt meille.